Hey, we're Matt and welcome back to one more adventure.
So after the night train yesterday, we have arrived in Northern Thailand and we are currently in Chiang Mai, the city of temples, and we're back to the nature of Thailand.
Yeah, so we're quite a bit more north than Bangkok now, and yeah, just being back in nature. You can see the trees behind us. Very excited.
So being in the highlands of Thailand, we couldn't not rent a scooter. Back to true Southeast Asian backpacking. We have got our noble steed for the next 2 days. It costs about 500 baht and that seems to be going rate. So yeah, this will get us nicely around. We have come to the outskirts of Chiang Mai and we're going to go and hopefully do some really nice hikes and find some really cool waterfalls.
So one thing I actually would recommend straight away, this is the first waterfall, and straight away it's semi-steep and it's really slippery. There's quite a bit of humidity. Obviously as soon as you come into the woodlands, we've got hiking shoes on, so they're actually doing the job, but I've seen a lot of people have to come out with sandals and you're going to fall.
So from the ticket office, it is about a 3-kilometre hike to the end of the trailhead for the waterfall, and then it's about another kilometre to actually get to the waterfall. You do have to pay to get into the park here, and it is about 100 baht per person, which works out roughly €3 a person, so it's not too bad. And so yeah, hopefully we don't really know what to expect from the waterfall, but we've heard good things and excited to see what it's like. So when it rains, the trail seems to, well, I suppose, flood to some extent. There's a stream that goes through here, and I think it just takes over the trail a bit. So just make sure you wear shoes that you don't mind getting a little muddy, or that just have a great grip as well. It's definitely recommended.
How you doing?
Oh wow, the humidity is a killer. It's a really nice hike though. I'm really enjoying it. You kind of just swerving in and out of the trees. You've got a few steps, like a bit of like a dirt path as well. It's really varied and a fun hike to do.
Yeah, it's actually a lot different. I was expecting when we saw the concrete road up, I was thinking, oh, here we go again. It's another like concrete highway all the way to the end, made for tourists. And this has actually made my day. A little bit different.
I think we've done it again, Matt. I think we're the only ones on a trail here. Yeah. We've come across so many spider webs, in the face usually as well.
Yeah, if you're not a fan of spider webs, obviously just let other people go in front, they'll break all the webs. You've been eating them.
Thanks, Matt. But also you can just hear the crickets in the background as well. And I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a buzz, like a hum. It's quite high pitched and we just cannot figure out what it is. But it's just constant. Yeah, so I think another tree's come down just here. Our path, as you can see, is kind of nowhere to be seen really.
So our path is basically there, and we just came from the other side. We literally had to come up, I don't know if you can see that, and through here. There's a whole tree that's come down right in the path. That's dense. Alright, waterfall 2 down. On to the next one. Yeah, that was very cool, I have to admit. It's not too deep, it does actually have a sign saying you can swim there. A bit dodgy, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do it with or without shoes, it's not too spiky at the bottom as well. And the views, man, that's just pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool.
Looking at the map here, we actually started down here and did this trek over. Absolutely loved it. This would have been the bridge and the first viewpoint that we saw. And then we came down to this waterfall where we've just done the river crossing. Absolutely loved it. It's so much fun. And it would appear there's a second waterfall that we can get to now, just back here. So I think we're going to go check it out. And yeah, I love these trails here. It's so much fun.
And the bottom of the waterfall we just saw. Damn, that's cool.
These waterfalls were so refreshing. direction. It's actually really nice when you arrive to them. The spray coming off the waterfall, it just cools you down, and this humidity is just the best thing ever. What was the name of the trail we've just done?
So we got some food, we went back into Chiang Mai and found like a marketplace which Emma found while running this morning. So that was actually really good. We found this little stand and it's a really good pad thai. And now we've actually turned up about 20-25 minutes north of Chiang Mai with the scooter. It's really good. We found a flower farm, so I'm super chuffed. This place is quite big as well, and yeah, pretty. And this whole place is surrounded by rice paddies. So yeah, one of the main attractions for coming to Chiang Mai, one of the main reasons most people come here are its temples alone. Explain quickly, basically the old walls are basically a big square, and inside, if you think about it, each corner has basically one of the main temples, and then dotted around you'll find ones like this. They're kind of everywhere. They are one of the main reasons to come here.
I have a feeling we need to come back with our sarongs because this temple is just beautiful. This temple was originally built in the 1400s until it fell into disrepair, and then was actually refurbished not too long ago in the 1900s. And they've done such a good job. All the gold painting and detail is absolutely amazing. And yeah, we need to come back and see the inside for sure.
It does do men as well, we just found out.
That was amazing. So a friend recommended this place to us. It's a massage parlour where they actually, all the masseuses are ex-prison convicts that the idea is to reintegrate them into society. And I mean, the reviews of this place were absolutely amazing, and with a friend's recommendation we couldn't not come.
Yeah, thanks Gil.
Yeah, thanks a lot. No, honestly, amazing. Just feels so relaxed. It was so peaceful and wow. Yeah, I would highly recommend.
That was my first one, so that's a good experience as well, I have to admit. Yeah, it feels so much better. I've got a bit of a shoulder that just always pays up a bit, and that's kind of it's done some good. So that was about 250 baht each. It's a whole hour. It's equivalent to about €6, I think it is. That's so cheap.
Yeah, and highly recommended and needed after a month's travel already. So
yeah,
did some good.
Yeah, that was nice actually. I definitely recommend that. So yeah. So Temple Patsaron, which must be only one thing. It is temple day. As I said before, there are about 3 or 4 good temples, like the bigger ones. There's other smaller ones dotted around, so we're going to visit a few of them. And yeah, so we've been using the scooters to get around. This place is only 2 minutes away from us, but you honestly don't need a scooter if you want to maybe save some money or just want to walk. They're generally very close, and yeah, easy with, easy without. Your choice.
Temple number 1. This is Wat Chiang Mai. Hopefully I'm not butchering the name. Let's go see. Each of these temples has a bit of a different garden around it as well, so it really just adds to the whole complex. It's just nice to walk around, and they're so well upkept as well. Plus with a little bit of wind you just have the chimes running in the background. I just love how much these temples just stand out against the greenery of these gardens.
Temple number 2. Yeah, it is interesting actually to see how each temple is made. As I said, this one's made out of wood. Some of them are actually concrete, and then they're like covered by something like, it sounds funny, but they do sound like sequins and stuff. And yeah, and even some are gold plated, they're white plated, they're silver plated, and some are even blue.
I think this temple is the perfect example for why you should always listen to the locals sometimes. We was at the previous temple and he told us to come here. This is the Wat Series Super, also known as the Silver Temple, and it's completely different to any temple we've seen so far. As you can see, the whole of the outside is ornated with a silver plating, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. the attention to detail they have got on this silver painting. It has all been done by hand and it is just absolutely outstanding. You can see the depictions of different stories here in the history of the Buddhist religion.
Just be aware, this is actually the first temple we've come across where women aren't allowed inside. And it's impressive from the outside, but it's kind of a shame they're not allowed inside.
Just look at how intricate this all is. It is absolutely amazing. And the gold just accentuates it even more, but wow, this is absolutely stunning. So beautiful. So how was it inside?
Yeah, it's good. I think it's actually like aluminium plated, but even the floors, walls, everything, it's really impressive. I want to ring the bell. It's definitely one of the most impressive temples that we visited. Definitely recommend this one.
Temple number 4. We will put the name down below because it's unpronounceable. But we were here the other day and found it absolutely stunning. They've got amazing gold supra just behind there. Though because we didn't have our sarongs, I wasn't able to visit the temple, so we have to come back.
Man, I thought they were real.
You really have to double take. You can see the creases in the skin. It's so well done. Wow. Well, we said earlier that we had actually been to this temple. We just passed by and I didn't have my sarong. So you can actually rent sarongs at most of the temples for a little fee. But we figured because we'd actually planned to do a day of temple visiting, we'd save it for today really.
Yeah, so if you want to rent, they're like 10 baht, which turns out to be about 30p. So if you want to do that, it is just easier to buy one. It works out €3 total, and then you've got it for life.
If there's one thing we've learnt while travelling Southeast Asia is to never be afraid to eat in places like this. They don't look like much from the outside, but they have the best food ever. You see the locals? Eat there.
Yeah, that came to 75 baht.
Yeah.
So that's what, like €2 something anyway for both our meals and good portions.
Yeah, and I think for me personally, that was the best pad thai I've had the whole time in Thailand.
Massive, look at the size of that. The whole size of your hand. Bananas, dragon fruit, papaya, lychee, mango. Oh, good stuff. The watermelons, they're a fan of watermelons here. Pineapple, of course. Good stuff. Time.
It's time to move on. We have our bags, we have found a little taxi to get us to the bus station, and this is a wrap for Chiang Mai.
Yeah, so that's a pretty good, actually, what was it, 4 days, 3-4 days? Really good fun. You got a bit of temples, a bit of waterfalls, a bit of trekking, just a bit of everything, so it's actually a perfect place to come.
Yeah, we've really enjoyed it here, and now we're heading off to Chang Rai. We're travelling in style here, look at this place. Going up in the world.
That's our room. Yeah, it's really nice actually, because the last place we had and the one before that, so the last 2 places have been hostels, and everything's been really good. It's just nice to have our own space again. And the only surprising thing is, in the hostels, the mattresses have been really good, and here it's just like, it's super solid, I have to admit. But we do have our own space, and we do have an aircon, which is just this added bonus.
Yeah, and I think we're paying, what, about €14 a night here?
Yeah, it's cheaper.
And yeah, it's a lot cheaper than the hostels. And actually, we have our own private bathroom that we haven't had in the hostels. So it's pretty decent value for money, I'd say.
Yeah, bonus. And we had our own view of a baby plantation,
Yeah.
banana plantation.
So, look here, we've just got the little balcony with some baby banana plants. Pretty cute.
Emma's found a cat bar. Cat bar. There's cats everywhere.
You can leave me here. It's okay. I'll stay here now.
So many cats.
And welcome to Chiang Rai. We have arrived in this beautiful city, and it is best known for the White Temple, which we are going to go see today, as well as a few of the other temples around the area.
Alright, got our tickets. It's 100 baht each, so it's like €3 each, which is actually really good for what it is. I did bring my elephant trousers today, but they haven't asked me, and sometimes when you show your knee, they do get a little bit obviously nippy about it. Yeah, I don't know when you have to bring it or when you don't, so probably just best to have it in your bag just in case.
However, it is worth noting that me as a female, I have been asked to put my sarong on, so they seem to be a bit more stricter with the females compared to the males. Matt, absolutely fine. So. I really feel like this would glisten a lot more on a sunny day, but already, like on a day like today, it's a bit overcast. It's still the use of the whitewash paints and then the mirrors just really make it reflective. You're still squinting to look at it, and I can only imagine the effect it would have on a sunny day. Okay, so the paintings are there are actually like they're really nice and beautifully done, but it's so random. I swear I just saw Kung Fu Panda and Spider-Man painted into the inside. It's like no other temple I've actually seen inside of the paintings.
Yeah, it's funny because the outside of the temples, I mean, it's beautiful. Look at this, and it's something else. The inside, I've like forgotten about. It's quite funny. Just added random features at the end.
Yeah, the mural with the Kung Fu Panda. I'm not too sure I get that, but it's pretty funny actually.
Yeah, this temple is the one kind of main temple that everyone comes to Chiang Rai for. If you're going to visit one temple, this is probably it, definitely.
And I think even this temple, when you think of Thailand, everybody thinks of this temple.
Which is funny because it is like we're as far north as you can pretty much go. Or any more north, you're going to be in China or even Laos. But it's just, it's a perfect place to come, and it actually just happened to be on our route to Laos next, so it's kind of perfect.
Yeah. When you think that the temple isn't really actually that old, I've just looked and it was built and finished in 1997, so it's what, about 20, 30 years old? And the difference between where they haven't cleaned just yet to where they have started cleaning is absolutely blinding, where they started polishing all of the mirrors and the actual the glasswork. And it's not even that sunny today, so I can only imagine on a sunny day how much you need your sunglasses to stand in this temple. Well, sometimes with travel it doesn't always work out. It's our second time around the temple because the first time we got caught by the rain. I think it's coming again, so we've taken shelter, and yeah, I think we're just going to have to play today by the rain and see how it happens. So it happens.
All the aluminium pieces, they're silver. It's actually pretty cool. Good little effect.
So what did we learn today, Matt?
It's obviously rain. Everyone's else got the hat. I swear I left it. I think someone's nudged it, and obviously I've got a nice puddle in my head now.
Go on, pour it out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh. I love these places. When you see locals like this, you know you're going to get the best food.
So as you can see by the raincoats, today has been a rainy day. Trust me,
Very.
a really rainy day. This is like probably the rainiest day we've had actually.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, at the moment there was the typhoon that went through Vietnam and the Philippines,
yeah.
and we're getting the tail end of a tropical storm, and so it's to be expected that we're going to get a lot of rain.
Yeah, so we were supposed to see all 3 temples today. We saw one, and even that was a rain off. So we just chilled and got us a few bits done.
There is actually, on the Saturday night, there is the street market in Chang Rai, and it basically sticks the whole street with I don't know how many vendors and stalls. So we're going to check it out and at least try and make something of the day.
I'm hungry.
So our plan from after Chang Rai is to head to the Laos border. However, to pass into Laos, we need to get a visa, and for that you can only pay in US dollars. So if you can, make sure you have US dollars with you. If not, in Chang Rai there are plenty of exchange places that will exchange into US dollars for the border.
Yeah, and from what we've just seen, the exchange rate is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
The only thing they do ask for is for the money to be like super clean, no like torn, or it has to be like neat.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're fidgety about that, but they're fussy.
Yeah, so that's it, we're all set for the border.